welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, Dineo Nchabeleng stole our hearts as the sweet Angela on SABC1's Generations back in the day. So she has grown immensely in the industry with numerous roles in movies and telenovelas. After 19 years in the industry, she remains one of our favourite childhood actresses. Let's have a look at one of the popular roles Dineo has played.
No!
Look, it could be...
The cops are looking for us, Ayanda. Doctors and hospitals have to report guys trying to goods to the cops. It's procedure. Just go to the chemist and get some antibiotics.
Antibiotics for what?
Andazi. While playing rugby. Just tell him that you have a fever. Just think of something.
Maybe if I can...
Yeah, Ayanda.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's so amazing seeing you because we've been seeing you on TV forever. And of course, Saifo as well, who's also been on TV forever. I mean, 19 years. You only look 19 years old.
Well, thank you, darling. I love to believe I'm aging.
Yeah, no, but it's a good thing.
Thank you.
How old were you when you started?
I did my first commercial when I was 7.
Amazing.
7 years old, yeah, my first official commercial.
And then you went to art school, hey?
I did. I went to the National School of the Arts and I did drama for a year. Yeah. And I kind of figured I wanted to learn something new, got a bit bored, so I jumped onto the music department and I did that until matric.
I went to National School of the Arts and I mean, what an amazing environment to kind of hone in your... But why didn't you enjoy acting?
I don't know. I think because I had already been working for so long, I kind of wanted to get into it and, like, learn something new. And they were more theatre-based, and I didn't really feel like I was fitting into the theatre vibe. And I was already playing, like, instruments outside of school. So I figured, why not try something new, throw myself in the deep end? And I did, and it was fun. I did that until matric, and then after school, I completely left all of that, and I went to WITS, and I did BA in Politics and International Relations, which I haven't completed. I still need to complete that. But yeah, I needed to shift the playing field completely. So it was, I think for me, every time I do something, it's always got to be a learning experience. And that was school. That's always been my idea with school. Try something new, try something different.
Yeah, never stop learning.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you think fame impacted your life from such a young age?
Look, I'll be honest, I have hectic parents. Hectic as in they're really cool and in the same breath, they're kind of strict. So growing up, being on TV was never a thing of getting special treatment. They always try to have, like, a strict schedule at home. You know, even if I'm working, I'd always have to come home, do my homework, because I had an older sister as well. So it was never a vibe of letting you feel like you're the special kid. You're both the same. So if she's doing something, even extramurals, I had to still fit in extramurals at school, because my sister was doing the same thing. So I kind of got used to juggling a lot of things at once, and it became my life. And then when I didn't have a lot of things to do, I kind of got, like, crazy, because I was so used to multitasking, you know, and having so many things to do all at once. And I think now it's made life easier for me. I can kind of touch there, and still keep it balanced at the same time.
And you are so balanced, because I think the only way to survive the entertainment industry, especially when you break into it from such a young age, is to treat it like a business. Definitely. To not get caught up in the party of it. Yeah,
definitely. And my parents had a big part to play in that, because they've always tried to not let it all get to my head. Keep me as humble as possible. I was still getting spanked while I was on TV. I was still having to do chores when I get home. I still had to ask for pocket money. There wasn't any special treatment at all. And I really appreciate that, because I don't think I had time to let everything make me dizzy. I still had to be someone's kid, you know, and I still had to obey some rules at home, which I did. And I'm lucky to have all of that as a basis of my career.
But do you think that's why you've had such longevity in your career? Because you didn't get caught up in the hype of yourself. You weren't the value of you wasn't your work. There was so much more of a person behind it. Yeah,
no, definitely. It was that, and also just professionalism. You know, I was saying earlier to someone, I was like, you know, you're only as good as your last job. Sure. So it doesn't matter how many years you've been in the industry, your last job could really mess it up for you. And I think that's also something that I always try and let people know who are wanting to get into the industry, that never make it about the fame, because if that's the case, you're definitely going to crash and burn. But if you get into it and really treat it as a job and really be professional about it, people will respect you for your last job and also your work ethic. And I think that's what's made me able to just go in and out and keep doing what I do, you know, because I'm able to just keep it professional and get to work and do what I need to do.
I read somewhere that you mentioned that you were being typecast in like that teen kind of role where you wanted more adult roles. But when I read that, I thought, girl, you've got no idea how lucky you are. You're going to be forever young. Isn't that the goal?
No, definitely. I mean, as an actor, everybody wants to be challenged, you know, and I think I really was getting to a place where I felt like I was hitting a surface, you know, and I knew that there was more. So I kind of got lucky at that point when I was feeling like, oh, maybe I should just let it go. I got a character that was completely different from all of the good girl, oh my gosh, I'm at home type of characters, and I got into a character that was a Fees Must Fall movement activist, which was completely different, stripped down, very raw, you know. And at the time I was playing it, it was so relevant because of the fact that it's still something that plights our country, and it's still a very relevant issue. I have personal people that I know, you know, associates, friends, who have been in jail because of the Fees Must Fall movement, and who are still dealing with some of the things and all of that came out of it. So having to play something like that was kind of heavy, but something I really welcomed with open arms because I needed that kind of challenge. So I took the bull by its horns, and I think I killed it. I think I nailed it.
I think you're nailing your whole life. Now let's discuss another really important role that you've played and are still playing, the role of a mother.
Yes, I'm a mommy to a beautiful baby girl. She's 4 years old.
Oh, look at that little arm. I just want to bite it.
She's everything in a bag of chips. Well, this was her, I think, her first birthday. Yes, this was her first birthday, Brian.
She's delicious.
So now she's kind of a madam. We're discussing everything. Everything is a debate. I've already got lists of what birthday parties need to look like and what I want to wear and what I don't want to wear. But it's so much fun. I think kids just kind of bring that fresh energy in a heavy world. You know, we are living in a very heavy world right now. I feel like that. So it's always nice just chilling with her and having conversations and just getting a fresh outlook on everything because it's so pure, it's untainted. So it's lovely. I think it's one of those things that I wouldn't give up for anything. Even the timing, I don't think it messed me up in any way. I think it was perfect, you know. I managed to juggle being a young mom and still continuing to work, and I'm still working even now, so it's great for me. I think it's a plus.
I think it's amazing to be a young mother, actually, because my mom was young when she had me, and it's such a beautiful dynamic and such a beautiful relationship.
Definitely, growing together. Growing together.
Being a woman nowadays, in this kind of, you know, Me Too climate and women having, you know, equality, I suppose, with men, what do you want your daughter to learn? The most important message or lesson that you want her to take from you growing up?
I think definitely the most important lesson is what my parents taught me, knowing self, you know, and being comfortable and firm in self. It always makes it easier to go out into the world when you know who you are and where you come from, you know. The moment you start questioning certain things, that's where we start getting trippy and start getting mixed up in the wrong stuff, you know. So at least if you've got that acknowledgement of self, that steadiness, and also just being confident in who you are and how you were raised, it's easier to deal with the challenges that life throws at you, you know, because you know who you are. So I definitely, I mean, I've already started having those kinds of conversations with her. I always let her know, like, look, if you don't feel like doing it, don't do it because the rest are doing it. Like, you got to do what makes you feel happy and what makes you feel comfortable. Although she's 4, I think she understands. I think she catches
you are such an inspiration. I can imagine that she's energized to be your child.
She is so much, so much.
We're 2 weeks into 2019. What is your year looking like?
For me, I definitely want to handle it being fearless. Go out and do all of the things that I think I can't. I'm still young. There's so much more to life to see. There's so much more to do. So definitely 2019 for me is all about being fearless and doing everything they said I can't. Listen,
you are a firecracker. And you know what? Anything you want in your life, you're going to get because of that attitude.
Definitely. I hope so.
What a pleasure speaking to you today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.